Yeah, I was dating this girl, and she didn't like the Corvette. That's why I went to the Traverse, and now we're not together anymore. That's where I'm standing right now.
I've seen guys buy cars to impress women, or at least try. It's never really worked. This one did it a bit differently, and that didn't work out either.
I traded in a Corvette for a Traverse, and I'm trying to go back to my Corvette.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot to unpack there. What happened?
Yeah, I was dating this girl, and to prove to her that I was settling down, she didn't like the Corvette. That's why I went to the Traverse, and now we're not together anymore. That's where I'm standing right now.
Okay. Yikes. All right. And so now you want to try to get that exact Corvette back?
Yes, if that's possible.
Okay.
It was a 2023 Corvette C8.
I remember it. I think the white one with the black spider wheels, right?
Yep, that was
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Very good.
Now, I'm not saying it's her fault, but this reminds me of a woman I dated years ago. She didn't like my car at the time. She said it was an old person's vehicle. It kind of was, but I didn't care. It was cheap, reliable, and I got a great deal. On top of that, she didn't like my job either. It wasn't professional enough, but I was making quite a bit more money than her. Funny enough, that didn't work out.
Still do have the Corvette, which is a good thing. The difficult part about this entire situation is going to be obviously is just you're about to take a pretty big hit on some negative equity here. Anytime you drive a brand new car off the lot, it's going to depreciate, pretty significantly.
I understand that. I do remember the trade-in value when I traded it in was $65,000.
Yeah.
How close can we get to that number?
That's kind of be the second part of this thing is because we trade in vehicles for wholesale pricing, right? For trade-in pricing. And then the goal here is to try to sell them for retail pricing, right?
So he's going to get hit twice. Once for the depreciation on the Traverse, and second for the retail price on the Corvette. All to impress someone that he's not even with anymore. And he's going to be paying for that decision for a very long time.
It's obviously how a dealership works. We've got yours priced right now at $70,000. We've got customers interested at $70,000. To sell it back to you at $65,000 is going to be kind of difficult, but obviously, you bought one from us and I want to help you out as much as I possibly can. How many miles are on the Traverse now?
About 10,000.
In 3 months. Wow, that's a lot.
There's a lot of road trips going to visit family and everything.
I hear you. I imagine everything on the vehicle is fine, right? No scratches, no dents. Tires are obviously pretty good. Brakes are probably pretty good. Everything's in perfect condition, basically as if you just drove it off the lot.
For the most part, yep.
Okay.
I'd just stick with the vehicle he's got. It's just not worth adding more debt, losing thousands of dollars, especially for something that used to be yours. And if he's absolutely stuck on getting a Corvette, why not just get a different one? For myself, that car would be a reminder of not only the woman, but a terrible financial decision.
I've got your VIN number here. Do me a favor, text me some pictures of it just so I can make sure everything's good. I'm gonna put a value on that Traverse. Let me look into the pricing of the Corvette. I'll help you out here. We'll honor what we traded in for you for. Obviously, every vehicle that we trade in, we do an inspection on and we do some sort of reconditioning on it. I think you had a little bit of a scraped wheel. We had that fixed on it. I don't know if I can sell it to you back exactly for $65,000 because I gotta sell it back to you for what I've got in it. Is that fair?
I completely understand where you're coming from. Yeah, a little room to work with too. So I understand that you guys have to make some money off the whole deal too, and I'm willing to work with you guys.
Well, at least they're going to cut him a deal, but it's still going to be a loss on the Traverse. Making such a big decision just to impress someone is never a good idea. When I was about 21, I was looking for a car. Instead of buying the one I wanted, I bought the one my girlfriend at the time wanted. I was looking for a Honda, I ended up with a Ford. Yeah, you heard that right, a Ford. And that car didn't end up lasting very long. Lesson learned, never again.
Calling about your interest in our 2017 Rolls-Royce Ghost. You have a 570 credit score. You have about 10K down is what I understand.
I have whatever is necessary for the down payment, and I have a co-signer with 660.
We're going to put you as the secondary applicant, not the primary, because they have a stronger credit profile, and if they have good comparable history, meaning they've financed expensive cars before and haven't missed payments, they're more likely going to get approved than you would, right? You're trying to, I guess, use it as a business to rent it out and whatnot?
Yeah.
The cosigner has a stronger credit profile, but that's still not very good. Both don't have the greatest scores, and that usually means missed payments, or they've taken on too much debt, which always leads back to one thing, a higher interest rate than it should be.
I was also going to ask, too, because I had spoke to my co-signer, and she was telling me that she has student debt that she's still paying from 10 years ago.
How much does she make a month?
Minimum $10,000 a month.
And how much do you make a month? Because we'll have to combine your income.
A little over $15,000 a month.
Just curious, is there a reason why your credit score is so low? Do we have collections, repossessions?
I was just going through moving, and also, I was getting cars and just, looking to see if I get accepted for different cars in the Benz dealership.
Having your credit score ran while you're shopping for a car is definitely going to drop it, but not by that much. It takes a small hit and recovers quickly. So there has to be more to the story. Likely a good amount of debt with high credit utilization, which is going to make them both risky to the lender.
And I guess for running my credit so many times.
I mean, look, I'm going to pull your credit. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. I don't want another inquiry, right? So typically, if you're 570, there's some sort of late payments or collections. I know you said you're moving, but it's more than just inquiries, right? And I'm just asking you, if you're upfront with me, I'll be upfront with you. There's a whole process. You don't want to just like kind of get a cheaper car, work on your credit, and then once you get a better score, you guys both will get a better rate, because you're probably just giving you a heads up, right? You're going to be putting down $50,000 to $60,000 for this car. Is that going to be an issue?
No, as long as like you could assure me that when we run our credits, it's not just going to be for nothing and we'll get approved for sure.
He apparently doesn't understand why they run your credit. Wanting the approval before doesn't really make sense. Their credit profiles are going to determine the interest rate. They could tell him he's approved before, because he is willing to put down a big chunk of money. There's always a way to make the deal work, but he's focused on the approval and not thinking about the rate.
Listen, I want to make a deal, but if it's a situation where maybe we can get you into a cheaper car, something just to get your credit above a 650 in the next year or so, then you can kind of ball out. But it's up to you. Listen, I'm just here to give you some advice.
Yeah. It's just, I'm really trying to get that Rolls. That'll be a good car for my fleet, for my rental business. And the Rolls Royce is not even like too much money. It's just $100,000. I could really buy the car in like cash if I really wanted to, but it's like that's not a good investment to just cash it out all at once.
I strongly suggest that, because you're going to get probably like a 20% interest rate with your credit score and the cosigner, so it's going to be expensive. I'm just here trying to give you some transparency through the process, right? Just making sure you think this through.
Appreciate you,
No
boss.
problem. Thank you. Bye.
That is one business I would never want to be involved in. I wouldn't care if it was bringing in a great income. There are too many reasons not to. High upfront costs, expensive insurance, depreciation on the vehicles, and inconsistent demand. And of course, your customers treating your car like a rental.
I'm interested in the 2022 Scat Pack that you guys have on your lot.
Nice, absolutely. Yeah, it's still here.
So I currently own a 2020 Dodge Charger GT.
Are you looking to trade that in? Trying to upgrade?
Yes, yes.
Nice. So is the Charger paid off?
Yes, it's paid off.
Perfect. Are we working with anything down or anything like that?
Yeah, I have like $500 down.
All right. So first thing is, how's your credit?
My credit is not that good.
That's fine. So we do work with all different types of credit, and not all banks require a down payment. So, I mean, we work with whatever you have. So 500 down is fine, plus the trade.
500 down shouldn't be looked at as fine. It should be a huge red flag that you can't afford the car. He's already got a paid off one. No car payment, money's still tight. Then you add in the bad credit score, which just makes everything more expensive. And now he's setting himself up for something he's not going to be able to handle for a car he doesn't even need.
When's a good time for you to come by so I could take a look at that trade?
As soon as possible.
Nice. And how many miles is on that?
Right now there is 70,000 miles on it.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, man. I mean, just bring it in so I could take a look at it. And all you need to do when you come in is just bring in your license. Are you currently working?
Yeah, I do DoorDash.
Nice. Okay, perfect. I just need either pay stub from DoorDash or 3 months bank statement.
Okay, I got you.
Perfect. And what time should I expect you?
Let's do 6 o'clock today.
All right, man. I'll be here waiting.
I appreciate it, man.
Yep.
DoorDashing in a Scat Pack. Not exactly the car I'd choose. I'd go with something I can actually afford to own, maintain, and keep on the road. Something good on fuel with cheaper insurance. But I see it all the time. Not that exact car, but expensive one, doing deliveries. And it's just an odd sight, watching someone drop off your pizza in a $70,000 or $80,000 car.
He's seen one of our advertisements online. He feels like he has a better credit score than the person that we got approved online in the advertisement. So he doesn't see any reason why we wouldn't be able to help him out. So
I don't know if it was a play or whatever, but it was great and it got my attention. And if you guys really roll like that, I mean, that'll be excellent. And I'll go there first thing today and check out what you guys got. But the lady came in and she had a 450 credit score, only $1,500 to put down, but you guys let her put down $1,000 and walked out with a 2022 Camry. So I don't know if that's just for good advertisement or whatever to get people in, or if you guys are really like.
Again, so many people only consider the approval. And the clips these dealers put out actually work. People see a terrible credit score, next to no money down, and they end up walking away with a new car. But what you don't see is what happens after. That wouldn't be good for business, because the majority of these people are going to be struggling to pay for a car they shouldn't have been approved for in the first place.
we do get us some crazy credit approved. Do you have time to do an online application and see what we can do for you?
I got a definitely higher score than 450. I tell you that. It's like 625, and I got a great job. You know, I'm looking to get a car, and not even that doesn't have to be in a new car. I'm just trying to get something that's reliable and get me back and forth to work. I've been going to 30,000 different car dealerships from down here to pay here, all over the place.
You've got two options. We can kind of go at your pace, right, and kind of go a little bit slower and look at the cars, and then have you do an application.
I'm trying to get a car like immediately.
He's comparing his score to a lower one, so of course it's going to look better. But that doesn't mean he's getting a good deal. He's still going to have high interest. He's still going to be overpaying, and he'll still be locking himself into a payment every month. If these dealer ads are appealing, it's probably a good idea to work on your finances. But at least he is looking for something cheap and reliable.
I saw your 2020 Toyota Corolla online. So the one that's currently available. It has like 74,000 miles.
Yeah, that's the silver one, right?
Yeah, looks like it. The hatchback.
Yeah, that one is currently available.
It's so ugly, dude. I freaking hate that thing.
I mean, you're calling on it, though.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it's Toyota. I feel like everyone's getting one because they're reliable, whatnot. But yeah, I actually really do like that thing and I want it. But when can I come in?
I got some time today. You want to swing by, call it like 2 o'clock?
Doesn't really like the car, but wants to go with something reliable. And that's how it should be. More people should be looking at cars this way. It doesn't matter how it looks. It doesn't matter what other people think about it. It's about getting something affordable and reliable and gets you where you need to go.
I can make it like 230 if that works.
Yeah, I could swing 230 for sure.
What's the gas mileage on that thing?
That one does the high 30s. I think it's like 37 on the highway and I think 32 city. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad, but dude, I freaking hate Toyota Corollas.
Why do you hate them so much? They're great cars, good fuel economy.
I don't want it.
But you want to come take a look at it though.
Yeah, I guess everyone's buying them, so I think I will too. Like, I want it for my commute, but freaking hate those things, dude.
You want to join the Toyota crowd, but you also hate Toyotas?
No.
I used to hate Toyotas, and it wasn't because they were bad cars. It was because I worked at a company that was part of the Toyota group, and I absolutely hated it. It was by far the worst job I've ever had. But they do build a great car, or they did. I'm not sure if that changed now. When a mistake was made, they were on top of it, trying their hardest to make sure it never happened again. Now Toyota is definitely a car I would consider in the future.
No, I don't want to join the Toyota crowd. I hate that thing. I don't even want to buy it.
But you want to come take a look at it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll come take a look. I'll probably end up getting it.
Okay, but you also hate it?
Yes, I hate the look of it. I hate the interior of it. I think they're freaking ugly, but yeah, I'll come probably get it today. So far, it sounds great, but I freaking hate those things, so we'll see.
I'll see if I can get you to fall in love with it.
You won't, dude, but I'll see you at 2:30.
Cool. I'll do my best, man. See you then.
So he's going to get a great car. Good on gas and hopefully for a great price. He may not like it, but I doubt he'll regret it.
I am 35 years old and I am a stay-at-home millionaire. But if you saw me on the street, you would never guess. I do not drive a fancy car, I do not wear designer labels, and I live in a nice but modest apartment. There is a reason for that. When I first started investing, I decided that even if my income grew, my lifestyle would stay mostly the same. I was never extremely frugal, but I always avoided spending more than necessary. I kept my apartment simple, my car sensible.
35 and living off investments. She saved and invested her money instead of overspending it. That's the kind of thing I wish I understood when I was younger. 35 is kind of young, even if you push it to 45, 50. That should be the goal of everyone. To put away as much as possible and to be able to survive off that, instead of spending it and have nothing to show for it.
And my general expenses low. I carried that mindset with me through all of my adult years. And now that my investments cover my living expenses, I still live the same way. A lot of people think being rich means looking rich. I disagree. To me, being rich means your investments can support your lifestyle long term. And one of the reasons mine can is because I never got used to lavish spending in the first place. Living below your means is not just how you build wealth. It is also how you keep it.
Living below your means. For some, that's really hard to follow. I was watching a video last night about two brothers who made it big on social media. At one point, they were bringing in $60,000 a day. They were making a fortune, but they were spending it as fast as it came in. Cars, jewelry, just throwing their money away on the dumbest things. They could have set themselves up for life. Never worked again. Instead, they are both broke and one is homeless. That's it for this one. See you in the next one. Bye.